Hey, Cowboy Nation, this is Cowboys. This is Cowboys. Let's get into some Cowboys talk. So the Cowboys are going about the business of rebuilding building the roster. Don't really want to go in great detail. Don't want to go in great detail about this, other than to say, man, that behind the scenes, Cowboys are really kind of letting this roster take shape. You see a lot of pieces here and there, um, but not really a picture of what's really happening. The Cowboys have re-signed several of our players, as well as gone out and gotten some free agents. As it stands right now, I would venture to say probably 30, 35 of the Cowboy slots are already filled, so to speak. So to speak, or at least we're projecting uh, to be filled. Um, so what does that leave? What does that leave us as our holes? We're getting ready, uh, free agency kind of down, getting ready for the draft. Where are our holes? Where we at? What are some of the problem areas that we are, and what do we still need to attack? Well, let me first say, I'll take an upgrade at any position. I'll take an upgrade at any position. If there's a better player to be had in the position, I'll take an upgrade. If I can get it, and I think that most Cowboy fans would. Uh, that being said, some things that are kind of more obvious than others, as needs. We we lost our slot receiver Randy Cobb. We lost our slot receiver Randy Cobb. We lost our number one corner and Byron Jones. We lost our safety and Jeff Heath. And so there are some areas that you can just project that we might need some help in. Um, a slot receiver being one of them. As a matter of fact, I see um, receiver in general as being a area in which the Cowboys really need to pay attention in. We have Mark Cooper, Mark Gallup. I think we're good there, but when you get outside of those two guys, the rest of the guys on our roster are just guys. That nobody's really solidified a spot. Nobody really has a spot. And generally speaking, the Cowboys normally take five or six receivers. Onto the 53-man roster. If that being the case, with that being the case, we have three or four holes on the roster that we could potentially fill in the receiver department. And so that is something that we probably should look at strongly. Um, an area in which um, I'm paying particular close attention to, that I feel as though is probably one of our biggest needs. And I know I'm going to get a lot of disagreement, but I think one of our biggest needs is offensive linemen. Yeah, I said it, offensive linemen. Um, reason reason being is, yes, we have our starters, but then who? We normally take 9 or 10 offensive linemen going into the season. As it stands right now, we can account for 5, maybe 6, but that still leaves us a deficit of 3 or 4 linemen that we need to fill those spots. As well as, I don't really think that the left. I don't really think that our guard situation um, is at its best. Opposite side of Zach Martin, kind of Williams struggled a little bit. I would definitely consider an upgrade in that department. and we need offensive linemen anyway. The big uglies, the lines, the nucleus of the team, games of won, lost in the trenches. I think it's important that we build a strong wall, and our whole wall got some holes in it. And we have uh, Tyron Smith, who is as good a lineman as anybody in the league. Uh, as anybody in the league when he's healthy, better than anybody in the league when he's healthy, and damn near as good as anybody when he's hurt. But he's had some injury history, he had some back problems, and had some injury history, and sometimes he's nursing through injuries and things. And we should always have a backup at the ready for Tyron Smith, because you don't know when his injuries are going to catch up with him. As well as the guard position, we need to secure. We had some holes in our lines at times that had me shaking my head. So I would say I would consider going strong on the offensive line side of the house. Now let's talk about uh, the defensive side of the ball. Talk about the defensive side of the ball real quick. I could talk more about offense, other positions, but the other positions really, not really worried about. Not really worried about running back position. Not really worried about tight end position. The Cowboys taking care of that in free agency. Not really worried about that. So move on to defense. Holes in the defense. Well, won't I won't say we uh, we couldn't go into the season. We couldn't go into the season. Uh, what we have right now. You could take Crawford and put him on one side, Lawrence on the other side, and Poe and McCoy, and Poe and McCoy in the middle, and you can go and start the season right now, and you would be okay. You'd be all right. You rotate in Barbecue Woods, rotate in uh, Armstrong and Hill. You would be fine. Um, you'll have an upgrade at the defensive end position should Randy Gregory get reinstated. Then you'll notice his name in red uh, because he hasn't been reinstated yet, and we simply don't know. We don't know. We know we have his rights. So when he is reinstated, he will be coming back to the Cowboys. But we don't know what his status is until the commissioner make a decision. Um, Alden Smith is also in red. Um, haven't played football in 5 years. Had some had some troubles along the way. We don't know what we got in Alden Smith. We know that back in his day, he was a hell of a football player. But he was also a trouble football player, and we don't know what we got either way when it comes to Alden Smith. And so how much reliable is he? Don't know. Uh, and we don't know. Uh, but before I get into those linebackers, let me finish up talking about the defensive line. Uh, we go into the season with this line, so I'm not overly concerned with the line. I was initially. My number one target was initially a defensive tackle, but we tackled that free agency, so we move on. Now, I do think we probably need to uh, uh, consider getting a defensive end. Um, Although it's not dire, I think we need to consider getting a defensive end, to protect ourselves in the event we have problems. We have problems with Crawford. We have problems with Gregory. Both of those have given us different types of trouble. Tyrone Crawford coming off an injury, um, as well as had a little legal trouble, and Gregory is. We talked about that. So moving on. Uh, in the linebacker side of the house, uh, Lee, Marsh, Joe Thomas, all those guys are Leighton Van Rush, all these guys have been with us, have been with us, played with us. And we've proven that we can win with these. We proven we can win with these guys. We also got Luke Gifford. Um, also got Luke Gifford in the fold, who I don't see here, but we also got Luke Gifford on the team. Um, that play a role. My only issue with the linebacker side of the house is, could I play a football game today with this linebacker core? Absolutely. My challenge would be, um, I don't like Sean Lee on the strong side. I don't like Strong Lee on the strong side, and I don't know, and I don't know. I don't trust where we at with Leighton Van Der Esch's neck. I don't know if he's going to be able to play. If he's going to play the whole season, his neck is going to give him some setbacks. So, his neck concerns me. His injury history concerns me. So I don't know what I got in Leighton Van Der Esch, and I don't really like Strong Lee. I don't really like Strong Sean Lee on the strong side. I like him on the weak side. Um, so um, I would I would be inclined to consider doing something in that position, just because I don't, when I think about the positions themselves in which they play, I don't really like it. Um, but we have a new defensive coaching scheme staff and a new defensive scheme. Maybe these guys fit perfect with the new scheme. We'll have to wait and see. Uh, Something I'm not really overly concerned about to go high in, but something that is on my mind. Um, Cornerback position. Not overly concerned with the cornerback position, although we lost Byron Jones. I think that I like that Wuze, Jordan Lewis, and Anthony Brown are capable, and CJ Goodwin are all capable DBs. Uh, I could play a season today with them, which is why I don't have it as dire on my radar. However, I would like to see an upgrade because of the inconsistency. You know, all three of these guys at some point in time was inconsistent. But Jordan Lewis is a playmaker when he's on the field. Seems like everything when he's on the field, good things happen. But he also has some games where he gets burnt and used. And uh, Wuze and Anthony Brown, uh, they had some trouble last year. And so I could play with these guys, but I would prefer an upgrade. Uh, Strong safety. The strong safety would probably be for me, uh, either number one or number two on my list of needs and necessities. Why? Because I can't go play a game, in my opinion. I can't go play a game with Darian Thompson. Darian Thompson is my starting strong safety, and Donovan Wilson is his backup. I don't really think that that's the master plan. Um, we picked up Clinton Dix, and he's a quality free safety. That's all fine and well, and Xavier Woods. In my estimation, I like him at free safety. I think he's a good free safety. I think Clinton Dix is probably going to turn out to be a better free safety. But I don't really see putting Xavier Woods down in the box, which leaves me in a peculiar position to where um, I'm going to look at going and getting a, a real legitimate strong safety. So I have somebody I can put in the box, and play that position. So there are places where I would prefer an upgrade, and then there's places where I absolutely think we need we need an upgrade, or we need somebody to play a position. I think in my estimation, know we need a strong safety. I know we need receivers. I know we need offensive linemen. So those are going to be things that I think that we need to seriously take a serious look at. Uh, I would like a a different. I would like a different backup QB. But cause Cooper Rush just got a new contract, which is a bid of good faith that the Cowboys don't like what they see in Cooper Rush, and I just have to trust the process. But I would prefer um, to take a fourth or fifth round flyer and go pick me up another backup QB and see if we can provide some competition to Mr. Rush. Uh, is it because I'm mad at him? No, it's not because I'm mad at him. Not because I think he's a bad backup QB. I just don't. I think the step down at the backup QB position would be significant. If we had to go with Cooper Rush, I don't know how much confidence I have. I don't know how much confidence I have in Rush based on the few games that I've seen. I know the Cowboys organization have seen him in practice team meetings, and film studies, drills, and they know a hell of a lot more about the player than I do. But in what I've seen so far, haven't been overly impressed with what I've seen. But what's really concerning to me about the backup QB position is I would like a backup QB that has similar skills to my primary QB. Dak is a dual threat QB that can run or pass. Has some level of mobility to him. And to me, it appears to me he has a completely different set of skill sets than Cooper Rush. Um, Not taking uh, the consideration of better or worse off the table for just a second and just say, wouldn't it make sense to have a backup QB that could run a similar game, that could run a similar game plan and a similar game plan and had the similar skills to your primary QB, so that if you was to lose your primary QB, there wouldn't be a significant change to the scheme, wouldn't be a significant change to the way you call the game. It wouldn't be a significant change in what you're doing um, on the field. On the field, that just, in my mind, is the primary reason why I want a different QB, because I want a QB that I feel like that can emulate similar skills to our primary QB. Um, and I'm gonna leave it right there. I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. Uh, Talk a little bit about the Cowboys. Cowboys. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for the season. Guy, got my man Jordan Lewis. Got my man Jordan Lewis ready to go for the season. I'm already ready, and I can't wait for my man. Can't wait for my man to show up and show out. Um, but I'm looking for him to take a step forward, and be consistently great. Um, that's when I want our man Jordan Lewis. I believed in him from day one. I still believe in him, and I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the season, and I got my, I'm hopeful that everything gonna be all right by the time football season kick around, as I'm sure we all are. Uh, I'm hopeful, and I got my fingers crossed that all this mess is gonna go away and we're gonna be all right for football season. This Cowboys broad, Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking me out. Uh, I'm out.